Welcome. In this video, I will describe all the steps necessary to successfully install SQL Server 2012, in this case Enterprise Edition. I will explain what is the difference between all those editions like Business Intelligence, Standard, Express, as you see on the screen here, and I will describe you and point every critical decision during the installation, on which you must be very careful, and it mostly depends on what you want after after the installation of your SQL Server at the end. What is your goal. So in this example, I will use my VMware Workstation 11. I have here two virtual server. It's Windows Server 2012 edition, and I will use the second one. It's already on. It's already power on, and in this screen you can see that I already have my Enterprise Edition allowed in my virtual CD-ROM. But before we continue, I want to show you just what's the differences, or what are the differences between all those editions of SQL Server which Microsoft provide. You can see here is Enterprise Business Intelligence Standard and Express Edition, but this is for 2014 SQL Server version. Here you can see it's the new version, and you can see here that if you want to use, for example, advanced data integration like fuzzy grouping and lookup or everything, you should use Enterprise Edition. As you can see here, it's not possible in any other version. Also, you can see here in advanced transaction processing and high availability. I will talk about that. It's some very good option in SQL Server. In my future video, I will explain what is the high availability means. And in this case, in this example, I will use, as I said, SQL Server 2012 Enterprise Edition. Okay, we can start. We run our setup. Okay, I will wire this just to be more clear. You can see here it's simply planning. You can see here what are the hardware and software requirements for a SQL Server installation. What are security documentation? You can read this if you like, and you can check all these options here. Just to be sure what means in SQL Server. But for our is most important this part here, installation. Now you have a couple of options here. We will use new SQL Server standalone installation, and you can use this option also if you already have installed your installation of SQL Server 2012, but you want just to add some features on the existing installation. So I will use this one because we do not have any SQL Server instance here on this server 2012. And it's option here. You can see it's SQL Server failover cluster installation. We will use this. I will explain you what that means in some of my future video. And it's actually just an option to add a node, new node on SQL Server failover cluster. And of course, I will talk about migration to another SQL Server version, and I will explain you also upgrade SQL Server 2005, 8, and 12. Okay, we're going on new SQL Server standalone installation. Okay, you can see here it's setup support roles. It's simple checking, to see if your operation system capable to accept your SQL Server installation. And you can see here it's you have rules, and just the status, how if you pass it or not, on all those rules. Just confirm that, and we are going further. Here is license terms. Yes, I accept the license terms. You could check our updates if any update we have. And yes, we find a couple of updates, and it's 26 megabyte, and we will install that. And you can see here it's just simple downloading, and task status and everything. We will wait some couple of minutes, to complete this. And if you see that I stop the recording and continue again, it is just to spare time, not waiting for this kind of parts of installation, and after that, when everything go by, I will continue again recording, so don't worry. Okay, I'm back now, and our installation process again. Check, identify problems that may occur during the installation, and everything is okay. This is Windows Firewall issue. It's probably because I'm using a Workstation 11 VMware, but it's virtual server here, and everything is okay. You can continue. It's not a problem. Now you can see here it's SQL Server installation. This part is the most important for us. You can see here there are other options, but we'll use the first one. It's simple SQL Server installation, and option to install every feature you like. You can install. And this is the feature selection. It depends. As I said at the beginning of this video, it depends what do you want from your SQL Server. The first one is database engine service. It's SQL Server database engine includes database engine. It's actually the core of our servicing for storing and processing our data, for replication, for everything actually. This option here, SQL Server replication, is option for replicate the data from one database to another. You can select it, and you can see here includes set technology for copying and distributing data from one database object to another one. And full text and semantic extraction include your search engine for fast text search and for key phrases and such things. You have here also data quality service, include the data quality database object, and for me and for my example here, I need all those options. So I will use also analytics services, and I will explain you in one of my future video what it means. Actually, it's OLAP, and it's simple cube, and also reporting services. I also need this part here. But you should know that when you choose any of those features, you can easily add it after the installation process. So it's not a very big deal if you miss something to install at the beginning in this stage of your setup. And those are shared features here. You can see it's actually all the features our SQL instance we have on our computer here on this PC, for example, will share all those options here. And for this point, I need data quality client. It's for my DQS. For my one of my future videos, SQL data quality data tools. SQL Server. It's for SSDT actually for warehousing. And I also need client tool connectivity and integration services, client tool SDK. Okay, it's some more resource for programmers option, and of course management tool basics. Okay, I need also master data servers. I think that is that, but if I miss something, I will surely back on this tab again and add features. But you can see here also you can change your directory if you want. This is a default directory, you know, for shared instances and for feature directory. You can see here that use 32-bit program files, you know. Just a second, everything's okay. Next, you can see show details here. Everything is okay. Everything seems fine. Okay, I will call this instance ID will be SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server 2. Okay, that's okay. Okay, everything seems fine. We give the name of our instances here, you know. We can see here that we have enough place for installing this server, and you can see where will be our system drive, our shared install directory, our instance directory, and everything is okay. We'll continue. And also under the server configuration here you can see it's those are our services of our SQL Server, and you can see here that we have our account name which are using those services, and startup type is do you want to start up those services automatically, or you just want to put on manual and start when you need it, you know. For example, SQL Server agent, I will put this automatically, and I will explain you what is what here on this screen, you know. SQL Server engine we use for running scheduled jobs, for example backups, some script or some kind of DB maintenance. If in this case, for example, you know, like tutorial, you do not need to put for an automatic option, but if this is a production environment, it is mandatory, you know, because all those things, you know. SQL Server database engine, it's mandatory for our SQL Server to run our SQL Server, you know. It's mandatory to be on automatic option startup type. So SQL Server analysis service, this is something like backend data mining components, you know. It's for data mining. I will show you a couple of examples in some of my future videos to explain more about this. It's something like SQL Server reporting service also. I will just explain you some of my future video. It's very useful thing and very useful option of SQL Server. SQL Server integration service is basically warehousing, and also have many of tutorials on my webpage about this. And we could leave this as it is, everything SQL Server browser, and okay. Here we have authentication mode, and this one here is window authentication mode. I will use that, but I always recommend I will use that for this example. I always recommend mixed mode, SQL Server authentication and Windows authentication, since you are able to create many other users with other permissions, you know, and it's much better for security reason, you know, if you're a DBA administrator. Now we should add one of our administrator. I will add current user here, but you also can add any other user, you know, by yourself. Just a second, this will take a second too. Okay. Those are data directories. If you have for example, a couple of hard drive. In this case, I only have one. It's virtual machine. But if you get a couple of drives, it's very important to separate those drives on separate those directory paths to separate drive. You know, it's a very important thing for performance issue. You know, and at the end we have a file stream here. If you want to use some kind of huge data, large files like binary language objects or something like that, I suggest you to use file stream, but in this case I do not need it. If you have installed features analyze service configure analyze service, you will get this screen here, but in any other case, this screen will not appear, but in this case we will use a multi-dimensional data mining mode, and I will add current user on this. Okay, second or two, and everything is fine. And reporting service and configuration, if you have, also is same like in case before, with analyze services. If you choose these features, you will get this, and I will just click next to install and configure everything. Reporting, I don't need to check send file. Okay, everything seems fine, and you can see what is ready to install to our server. You can check all those components here and features, and just click install, and this will take some time, and I will stop recording now, and I will be back when this part of our process installation go to end. So we'll see you again. And we are back again. We finished our installation of SQL Server. Actually, this is just a report. It's showing you all the components and the features you installed in your installation, and we close this. Okay. Now we could check if everything working, if everything is okay. In we have already installed everything here under the Microsoft SQL Server 2012 on our operation system here, Windows 2012 and Windows 2012 server and server version. You can see here all those components we added here. We have data profile viewer, data quality client, engine tuning, for integration services, for deployment packages option. Then we have for reporting, for analyze services, and again we have our SQL Server Management Studio. We will run this just a second to show you something else. When you finish your installation, you can run your SQL Server instance, for example, or SQL Server through the couple of applications like your control panel and system security and administration tools, or just go to administration tools, the control panel and the services. You will have all your application, all your services here, and you can see here it's SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, and it's running now, but you can stop it if you like. And if it's running, that means that during the installation I choose that my SQL Server instance running automatically. I change it, for example, for SQL Server agent and now running, but by default is manual. And also we could use application which provide us SQL Server 2012. Just a second. Application, it's configuration of our SQL Server services, and you can see here those are our services which we installed. And here's our Microsoft SQL Server, and of course you can stop them or restart or anything. And we have all the others for analysis services, integration services, reporting services, and any other. And I could show you just a second how it looks like when we connected on SQL Server Management Studio. When we connect on SQL Server Management Studio, okay, I will use its server type, it's database engine. I'm using database engine, and server name I'm using virtual machine, but it could be different. Authentication, during the installation I choose to be Windows authentication, and we had their mixed mode also, and we had option to create as a user and give the password to the user, and to connect in that way. It's either way it's okay. but I recommend always mixed authentication. So and this is our database management, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. And you can see those are database security, server objects, replication, SQL Server agent, but we will not talk about this in this tutorial. This is only for installation part. And if you forget to install some of the features, you could go back and just add that feature again. I will show you how. Again, we are going on installation and new SQL Server standalone installation or add features, and okay, you should choose from where, okay. Again, it's just checking everything is okay. It's we need a time, it's a little bit slow. This PC is a virtual machine, and I didn't dedicate too much RAM to this virtual machine, so it's not the fastest one, but it's doing the job, Okay, again checking updates and downloading them, extract, install, and everything. We could skip this, but okay. I wait. It's not a problem. Okay, everything's fine. Ask us here in this window. You can see is installation. Asks us if we want to use, we want to install new installation of instance, or we want to add the features to the existing one. We will use the second one, and he will offer us what we have already installed. And if you wish any other option here, like shared features here, you can add them very quick and finish install. That means if you choose only the important ones, at least you should choose at least database engine services, and you should choose, for example, management tool basic or management tool complete, and that is the important part. But depends on what are you doing with your SQL Server, then you should choose the other options, like integration services or reporting or analyst services. And for example, if you start, this is Enterprise Edition, and you have many options under the features, but if you start Experts Edition, you will get just instance features like database engine services, SQL Server replication. Under the shared features, you will get management tool only basic option. Again, you will have some SQL client SDK and some local DB or something like that, but wouldn't be that much options as you see here, and in general that will be all for this video. And we talked about how you can install your SQL Server 2012 version on your server. In this case, it was virtual machine on VMware Workstation 11, and I used, as you can see here, Windows Server 2012, and that will be all for this video, and thank you for watching.